Hi, I'm Megs, and this is Squirrel. We go on a lot of adventures together. We have a bunch of backpacks, so we're going to show you which ones we like for you to pick one for you and your kitty. Come on. This is our Space Capsule backpack, and the first backpack we got for Squirrel. It's definitely the cutest of all of our backpacks. It's going to stand out the most and people will really notice that you have a little kitty with you. I'd recommend it mostly for small cats, kittens, or short trips because it's definitely much smaller than our other backpacks, as you can see. There's a lot of ventilation holes in it for the cat to breathe in the dome. There's a bunch on the side. There's also mesh on the side to let air in. The dome does come off. You can unscrew this like that and replace it with this instead. However, the dome's cuter, so we've never actually taken it off. We just leave it on. It does get scratched pretty easily, as you can tell. I think we scratched it even on the first day. So anytime this hits the ground or you scrape against a wall, you're gonna have scratches, which ours is covered in, so you have to be okay with that. But it's still cute, even though it's a little bit dinged up. There also seems to be a bit of a plastic coating over the whole backpack, which putting it on the ground has slowly started to come up. But if we take the time and pull this off, then it might actually look nice and be almost like a new backpack again. But right now it looks a little bit weird and gross, so we'll probably pull all of this off and it'll look nice again. There's minimal storage on this one, but still a little bit. There's a pocket on just one side, but it's big enough that I could at least put a little doggy poop bag in there or some of her treats, but not a ton of room. If I open it up, there's a little strap here to connect their harness to, so if for some reason it's open or they get out, they're attached to the backpack. There's also a little removable pad thing that they sit on. It's soft, but not super thick. These Velcro open, so you can open the backpack really far if you needed to for some reason. But this backpack is definitely, now that Squirrel's gotten bigger, it's better for short trips in it. She likes to lay down in the backpack if it's a long trip, and it seems a little bit squished for her to lay down in it. It's better if she's sitting up in it. I wouldn't recommend this backpack on super hot days. There's ventilation in it that's good, but not a ton. If this is in the sun, it might be a little bit too hot for your kitty, but it's good. We found it good in the winter or short trips. This backpack we originally got off Amazon, but I've also seen it on several other websites, including Your Cat Backpack. We'll put a couple links below where you can find this backpack. Squirrel's a pretty little kitty, but you can see she still fits in it. Hey. Hey, Squirrel. Squirrel's fairly small. You can see that she fits in it, but it's a little snug if it was a long trip, but it's good for short trips. This is our Jackson Galaxy backpack. This is our Jackson Galaxy backpack. It also has a dome on the front that you can swap out with one of these. But again, I prefer the dome even though we scratch them constantly. This one is a lot bigger of a backpack, so if you have a bigger cat or want some more room, you can tell this one's quite large. It's got pretty big pockets on the side, on both sides, where you can fit a bunch of stuff. You can put some cat bags in there. You can have your water bottle, some snacks. There's a lot of air ventilation in the dome, in the front. There's mesh all up here. There's mesh all up here. Same with this side. as well as the top is all mesh. If Squirrel's laying down, she doesn't have much of a view because the mesh is only on the top, so if she wants to see out, she does have to sit up, whereas her other two backpacks, the mesh goes all the way down to the bottom, which is nice. The straps on the back are pretty thick, so they're comfortable. If you look on the top, it's fairly flat with a bit of an angle. Sometimes Squirrel likes to sit up top on it with it closed, which is nice. There's two spots where it can zip open, this sort of sunroof or the main pocket. It's nice that the mesh is super big so she can get lots of air. However, if the sun's beating down, there's no sort of sun protection. This is nice, you can roll it. And then clip that so that it can just be open and she can pop in and out as she wants. This is where it clips onto her leash so that she is always attached to me. It also comes with this strap where you can clip it here. And here, and it could be more of a shoulder bag if you're taking her somewhere. There's also a bottom mat that comes with the backpack. It's nice and soft, easy to remove so you can clean it. It also extends so that when it's down, then the mat works that way. Again, I like this backpack because it's so big. It's good for if you have a larger cat or if you're on a longer trip and you want your cat to be a little bit more comfortable. As you can see, comparing these two, the size of them, your cat's going to be much more comfortable. This one really holds its shape as well, keeping it square, whereas this one, the shape, it kind of falls in on itself. And this is our third backpack. What are you doing? This is another one of our backpacks. We got this one when we started going on longer hikes with Squirrel, and as it got to be summer and it's a bit hotter. This one, there's a lot of features that I really like. First of all, there's a lot of vents, so in the summer she's not going to overheat. There's a big vent this side, there's a big one that side, as well as on the top. Another nice feature is the zippers have little clips, so you can clip them closed and you don't have to worry about security on them. The cat's not going to escape. There's a ton of pockets, which is nice for a long hike, so I could bring a bunch of stuff, a bunch of snacks for me, for her, some bandanas, all sorts of things. Lots of stuff will fit in here. There's a ton of room. As well as on this side, I could have a water bottle or a coffee mug. There's a little pocket here that you can put some stuff in. Little pocket here where you can put poop bags in and you can pull them out like that. One thing I didn't like about this backpack when I got it, it had embroidery on it that said Mr. Peanuts, which I don't want people to think her name's Mr. Peanuts. So I unstitched some of it, put some Velcro on, and put a little Adventure Cats patch on it to make it cuter. This front part unzips and she can pop out as well, or there's been times where we're at a cafe and I just open that so she can see out and we can pet her. The straps are really nice and thick and comfortable, padding on the back as well as all of them. There's a chest strap and a waist strap. One feature I like is this little sunshade, so if it's too sunny we can keep it closed, keep her in the shade. But if she wants extra air, I can roll this up and it's a magnetic clip and she can have some extra sun. The top of this one is really nice and flat with a little bit of an angle, so sometimes she likes to sit on top of this rather than in the backpack. There's also a little leash strap so you can connect her to the backpack so she won't escape. There's also a removable pad that's washable. This one's a bit more soft than the other removable pads in the backpacks. This one came with two and it's just Velcroed on. This one you can also turn into a duffel. Like that. Another nice feature about this is it collapses down super small. When you unzip the top and the bottom, you can then fold this over, fold these down, and then it's actually quite small for storage if you need to. There you go. This one's probably one of my favorite backpacks, especially because there's so many air vents. In the summer, she's not going to get too hot. There's the sunshade. If she's laying down, she can have a nice view out without having to sit up to look out. It might be a little bit too cool for her in the winter, so we'll see this winter coming up if she needs one that's more closed off, or if the Jackson Galaxy one might be better for winter to keep her warm. But in the summer, this one's perfect for views and for her to keep nice and cool. Comparing this backpack to the Jackson Galaxy, they're both good for larger cats. If your cat's really big, I'd more recommend the Jackson Galaxy. The Jackson Galaxy has more space on the bottom, especially if your cat wants to lay down, whereas this one's a bit smaller. They're both flat on the top, so it's kind of nice for your cat to sit on them. I think Squirrel likes to sit on this one a little bit better, but she can also sit on this one on the top when we're hiking if she doesn't want to be in the backpack, but she wants to not walk if she's getting lazy. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this helps you find the right backpack for you and your adventure kitty. Make sure you subscribe. We're going to have some more content soon telling you about other products that we really like, as well as tips on leash training your kitty. If you're interested in any of these backpacks, make sure you check the links below. You can follow Squirrel on Instagram at Adventures with Squirrel. Comment below if you have any questions and we'll get back to you as soon as we can.